Tomtat, a notorious HOA president named Sylvia Greer, publicly explodes at a pregnant cashier named Marina in a local grocery store, demanding she be fired for supposedly ignoring her. Sylvia's verbal abuse escalates into a full-blown scene, drawing a crowd and, eventually, the police. Despite multiple warnings, Sylvia refuses to leave, knocks over her basket, and is arrested for disturbing the peace and trespassing. The incident goes viral, leading to her public humiliation, legal penalties, and removal from her HOA position. Meanwhile, Marina is praised and promoted, earning community support for her composure and professionalism. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful real-life stories that challenge the way we see the world. HOA president screams at pregnant cashier, refuses to leave, crowd cheers as she's dragged out. It started with a screech, sharp, loud, slicing through the quiet hum of Westbrook Market like a fork across porcelain. I turned my head just in time to see a woman, late 50s, designer sunglasses still on inside, face flushed, jabbing a finger in the face of a cashier who couldn't have been more than 7 months pregnant. Yeah, that kind of day. "You don't ignore me," she yelled, voice echoing down the aisles. "Do you even know who I am, the cashier?" "Name tag," said Marina. Had that kind of tired but kind smile you only see on people trying their best not to cry in public. One hand rested on her belly, the other gripping the counter like it was the only thing keeping her grounded. She tried to speak, explain, maybe, but this lady, who later introduced herself loudly as the HOA president of some place called Cedar Springs, was on a roll. And let me tell you, she wasn't letting facts or basic decency get in her way. The store manager, a tall guy named Darren, calm voice, beard trimmed with military precision, stepped in fast. "Ma'am, I need you to step back and lower your voice," he said. But she doubled down. "Fire her," she barked, "or I'll sue this entire dump into the ground." That's when the phones came out, mine included. Not for clout, but just in case that poor girl needed a witness. See, if you live around here, you know people like this woman. Her name's Sylvia Greer, HOA president who fines neighbors for leaving trash cans out 5 minutes too long. The kind of person who checks grass height with a ruler and calls it leadership. From what I gathered, Sylvia had only stopped in for a few groceries, 10 items, maybe, but when Marina didn't instantly drop everything for her. That was it. Sylvia started tapping her foot, sighing like she was late for a meeting with Congress. And when Marina calmly said, "I'll be right with you," Sylvia lost it. "You're moving like a snail," she sneered. "Why are you even working in your condition?" It was brutal and public. But just as Sylvia was unloading her basket like she was punishing the scanner, something shifted. An older woman in line behind her gray hair, floral scarf, soft voice spoke up. "The young lady is doing just fine," she said. "You're the one holding us up now." Sylvia's neck whipped around like she'd been slapped. "Excuse me," she snapped. But before she could unload another speech, Darren stepped back in. "I've been watching the footage," he said calmly. "Marina's done nothing wrong. In fact, she's covering extra shifts to save for her maternity leave." Sylvia didn't like that. Not one bit. She pulled out her phone and started filming, yelling something about discrimination and harassment and how the world had gone mad. And then came the twist. A man in a suit, never said his name, probably just trying to buy eggs, stepped forward. "The only disrespect I see," he said, "is coming from you." "And wouldn't you know it," Sylvia snapped. Knocked her basket to the floor, tried to shove past Darren, shouting, "I will not be ignored." 2 officers who had been waiting quietly by the doors walked up, calm as anything. "Ma'am," one said, "you've been asked to leave. You can go peacefully or be removed." Sylvia chose poorly. "I run Cedar Springs," she screamed as they cuffed her. "I'll have your badges." Spoiler, she didn't. What she did get was 3 charges disturbing the peace, trespassing, resisting arrest. The video went viral in our local Facebook group before she even made bail. At her court hearing, the judge handed her 40 hours of community service, a $1,000 fine, and 6 months of anger management. But the real kicker, at the emergency HOA meeting held the following week, Sylvia was removed as president unanimous vote and banned from holding any HOA office for 5 years. The look on her face. Man, you'd think someone just bulldozed her mansion. Marina. She's still working, got a promotion, too. Turns out decency, even under pressure, gets noticed.
And Sylvia, well, last I heard, she's keeping her head down. Though, if you ask me, the sidewalk in front of her house suddenly looks suspiciously long and uncut. So, what do you think? Was justice served? Or was this just another symptom of a broken HOA system that gives a little too much power to the wrong kind of people? Drop your thoughts below because, trust me, this story is just the tip of the iceberg.